Oh man, I almost have a feeling that the anime studios has knew that I would be like incapacitated all of Sunday since there came a lot of stuff out which I saw when I had a had a nap and woke up to a podcast. Oh man, but let's not talk about how or why I didn't bring anything out because I already said that I most likely wouldn't be bringing anything out Sunday. Let's instead concentrate on getting as much quality reviews out as possible today, Monday. And let's start it out with Diabolical Lovers second season, the first episode, which is really interesting because, yeah, we see two new vampires that seem to have some, like powers like the real vampires, like being able to summon dogs, etc. Or at least that's one of the power I have seen them demonstrate. And they seem to have a grudge against the other vampires, Ayato, Kanata, Raito, Reiji, Subaru, and Zu. I don't know why, it wasn't explained, and they only shows up 3 times in this episode. One was in the beginning, second was when they, I presume, attacked the car, where the before mentioned vampires was in, and Sue, no, not Sue, Yui, our female main character. However, of course, Yui wouldn't die because that would kind of make it a little bit. What would they fight over then? Of course, unless they wanted to create a reason for them to, fight. And yeah, she is saved by Ayato, who, despite saying that he only saved her because of her blood, of course, we know that they most likely, all the before mentioned vampires, likes Yui. And in the final, where Yui basically thinks back on the dream she had, where she are being called Eve, and yeah, that kind of haunts her. And then the vampire shows up, and I think she's maybe getting taken away from the mansion she lived in the first season, and then we may see it from the four new vampires' perspective. But I really don't know. Also, the line at the end where it's basically the new Eve, eternal life and stuff. What is this? Is there some kind of, creating some super vampire, like maybe a vampire, where a vampire that can walk in the sunlight because it's half human, half vampire. Is that the game, or what is the game in this case? And why is the what I presume the leader of the four new vampires? What is he trying to achieve by kidnapping? Of course, I presume because it isn't shown Yui. I really wonder. But man, there wasn't. Let's say like this. Even though it was short, like 12 minutes, it still brings me a lot of thoughts because of that final line. And I really hope it's not like tra-la-la-la-la, we never went anywhere with that, or oh, we don't have time to explain that in the anime because I really hate unexplained events. I really hate them. I even, shall we say, I even have some animes. I cannot recall the anime name because, yeah, I cannot recall it. But I didn't think about it until another reviewer mentioned it. But that was actually never explained. But again, before I start talking about other animes or stuff that isn't, shall we say, that much relevant to Diabolical Lovers second season, I think I'm gonna stop talking and get this uploaded. So I will see you all later with another review, and you guys have a good day, good night, wherever you are. Cheers.